Hello, Rasa.
How you doing?
I am superb. How are you?
Well, I'm just fantastic. You're ready to know everything?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's do it. Today, I want to talk to you about the formula of stories.
Formula of stories.
Yeah, whether you're writing a book, writing a movie, or just entertaining a friend, the formula for stories will help you a lot.
Great. Well, this sounds like it'll help me a lot. What is it?
Well, it goes like this. First, you have to introduce the character, the setting, and the time.
Okay. Who are we with? Where are we? And when is it?
Yeah.
It's a dark and stormy night in the castle with Michael the Mouse.
Yeah. Then the character has to have a goal to achieve.
He wanted the cheese stored in the prison dungeon refrigerator.
Exactly. And then he has to have an obstacle in the goal.
The mean black cat that lived in the dungeon was sharpening its teeth, waiting for him to try to cross.
Exactly. Usually, not always, but usually, the character has a journey and recruits friends along the way.
He went to the kitchen first and asked the songbird there if it could help him fly above the cat. He went to the bedrooms next, and he asked the ants if they could move some breadcrumbs around as a distraction. And he went to the bathroom last, and he asked the squirrels who lived in the holes in the wall if they could stamp their tails over the big black cat's eyes.
Exactly. Then there has to be something that makes it seem impossible.
The squirrel falls through a hole in the floor. The birds conk their head on the ceiling. The ants get crushed underfoot, and Michael is trapped in the teeth of the triumphant cat. Instead of getting his meal, he's going to be the meal.
But that doesn't happen. They overcome it and are on their way again.
One of the prisoners wakes up with a scream at the sight of all these animals in the cell. The jailer comes, grabs the cat by the tail, throws him out of the room. Michael falls out of the mouth and tumbles into the cheese dish after all.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And they win. It happens. And along the way, it becomes pretty exciting. It's a lot better than there was a mouse, he wanted cheese, and then he got it.
So the problems seem like the hard part of the story, but actually in a story, the problems are the good part. The problems are the chocolate sauce on top.
Yes.
I've even got the sequel to our story.
What?
He's got his cheese. Now he's got to get him and his friends back home before morning.
The thrilling adventure continues. Are you ready for today's poem?
Yes, I am. What is it?
It's called Dream Cycle by Harryette Mullen. The ice cream truck goes by again. It could snow me under this heat. It could freeze my teeth, crystallize a sigh, and I could lick a quick dream when the ice cream truck goes lullaby again.
What interesting language. Could I read it?
Yeah.
Dream Cycle by Harryette Mullen. The ice cream truck goes by again. It could snow me under this heat. It could freeze my teeth, crystallize a sigh, and I could lick a quick dream when the ice cream truck goes lullaby again.
Wow, what interesting words she uses. What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know if it's about what it means as much as the language she uses. I think she is taking this common occurrence, especially right now for us. It's peak ice cream truck season, isn't it?
Yes.
And she is showing a playful way to kind of talk about it. The ice cream truck goes by again, totally normal. And then she says, it could snow me under this heat. Now, snow, of course, means the cold stuff that falls in winter, but it also means fool someone. And I don't know if in this case it means to fool her into a dream, fool her into making a mistake or wasting her money, or if it just means cool her down under this heat, make you as cool as snow.
Yeah.
It could freeze my teeth, crystallize a sigh, and I could lick a quick dream. What does that mean to you?
Just licking an ice cream cone in summer.
So an ice cream cone is a dream of summer?
Yeah.
And then she doesn't say the ice cream truck goes by again. She says it goes
lullaby again. I have extremely good ice cream truck ears. I can hear an ice cream truck from a mile away.
And even though they actually have different songs, some play Pop Goes the Weasel, some play a kind of circus song, we still know when we hear it, this particular song is an
ice cream truck song.
So I love that way of putting it. It doesn't just go by, it goes
lullaby again.
Yeah, that's a sweet way to put it. And it makes sense. It's a sweet treat.
Yum. Whatever song it has, as long as it has ice cream, I'm happy. Last segment of the show. Do you have a vexing question for me?
Yes. We often talk about history as if it's everything that ever happened. But then there's this other word, prehistoric, which I don't think means before human beings. It just means before reading and writing, which are themselves relatively new inventions. So I guess I wanted to ask, how old is history itself?
Wow, good question. That's really interesting. I'll look it up and get back to you. I'm back, and I've got the answer to your vexing question.
Wonderful. What is it?
Well, nobody really knows for sure. Humans have been around for so long that they might have had history before this. But scientists first found written history carved in stone roughly 5,000 years ago.
So the oldest known written history we have is 5,000 years old?
Yeah.
And humans, Homo sapiens, have existed for about 200,000 years. So I guess that means 2.5% of human existence has history. 97.5% of human existence doesn't have history that we know of.
Wow, that's such an interesting view. I thought that 5,000 years was so long ago, since I'm only 10.
Yeah.
But when you think about it that way, we've only had history for a teeny little period of time.
Yeah, and you say you're only 10. Well, I'm not that much older than 10 compared to 5,000, much less 200,000 years.
From that way of looking at it, I guess you're just a kid too. You Must Know Everything was produced by me, Rasa Smith, and him, Jeremy Smith. And the amazing music was by Furniture. Learn more and submit your own vexing questions at our website, youmustknoweverything.com. Subscribe via Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or however you like to listen. Please rate, review, and share the show. And please tune in next time for everything you need to know.